Hey yo, what it do, YouTube? Welcome to High Vibrational Kings. This is a channel for people that want to better themselves in life. Shout out to anybody holding on to their energy, breaking bad addictions, and trying to become a better version of themselves. Alright, guys, the sun feels amazing right now. Feels good out here. So today's video, guys, is going to be about do you lose benefits when having a nocturnal emission, aka wet dreams? So in this video, I want to talk about how I also want to get into the comparison of a PMO relapse versus an unconscious release through a nocturnal emission, right? Uh, so let's get into it, guys. So the first thing that I want to say is like if you if you've been retaining your energy, guys, and you have uh a sleep release is what I'll call it. Um, yes, you're gonna lose some energy, you know, but it's not gonna be the same as being conscious and awake, right? So let me try to explain it the best way I can. So guys, literally the reason why I'm making this video is because I had that happen to me almost 2 days ago, which hasn't happened in years, guys. But obviously, back then I wasn't retaining, guys. But it just all of a sudden I had this uh, a release in my while I was sleeping, and it was crazy, guys, because it was um it was like a sexual dream, right? I was just smashing a chick, right? Fucking a succubus in the dream realm, and I don't know why I'm smiling, guys. I'm just it's crazy. So yeah, guys, it was super real, super vivid, but it's crazy because in the dream I felt I was trying to retain my energy, guys. I was trying to hold on to my energy. Um, but yeah, like I've mentioned in my past videos, guys, I've had a lot of those succubus dreams where they try to, make you bust. But they never got me, and then that time for some reason, guys, I ended up releasing, but I literally woke up right as it happened, guys. In the dream I was trying not to, I became semi-conscious in the dream, and then I woke up and I was like, fuck, and then I just went to the bathroom, and yeah, that was that. But what I've noticed, guys, after that happened is so literally the day before I was I felt like a lion, guys. I felt all this energy within, I felt like a lion, feeling a lot of aggression, a lot of, I was working out like crazy. I was playing basketball. I just had that lion energy, you just take out anything that's in your way. I was like that, guys. And that night, I think what triggered it, because the thing about this, guys, is those nocturnal emissions, sometimes they could trigger you, if you see something late, or if you see something before you go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's if you watch something it could be something that you don't really get triggered from, if you're watching a movie, or if you see something on your phone and you just kind of just ignore it or whatever. But what that does, guys, is in your subconscious mind, it kind of stores it in your subconscious. Because what happened was I was watching Too Fast Too Furious, if you guys seen that movie, and there's some scenes where it just shows hot chicks, right? So I wasn't triggered or anything by that, but I feel what happened was, since I was holding on to all that energy, but at the same time I watched that movie late at night before I went to sleep, and then there was some scenes right there, it triggered something while I was asleep, where that, the succubus spirit came in and just and then we just started doing the activity. And I literally, in the dream, guys, I felt I was semi-conscious and I wasn't trying to release. But then like it's just like I couldn't like, So I woke up to that, guys, and I was like, what the heck? Because that's literally hasn't happened in years, guys. So anyways, guys, so what I've noticed is you do like a lot of people are, I've seen like a lot of people wonder like, do you lose benefits um, if you have a release? Because obviously, like it wasn't intentional. You're not awake. You're not conscious where you're doing it. Um, so in a way, guys, you don't lose the benefits completely, but for like the next day or two, your energy isn't gonna be as high as it was, um, because it's still like a release, but it's not really considered like a conscious relapse. But you are gonna lose some of the like the benefits that you're seeing. But don't even worry about it, guys. That's why I said don't even focus on counting the days, because like you just got to keep it pushing, guys. Like, because guys, like I said, I felt like a lion, and then after that, like that nocturnal release, I felt like a wolf afterwards. I was still like kind of strong, but I wasn't like how I was like before the wet dream. I was like a lion. I was just aggressive. I was just like had that big energy. So I want to make the comparison of releasing consciously through the PMO versus the wet dreams and shit. So the two differences are really there's a huge difference between those two things, obviously. um you're actually gonna, so like, guys, have you noticed that like if you relapse to the corn, it takes a lot longer to regain that energy back. It takes about like a week, or over a week, like maybe like 10 days before you start feeling kind of grounded. But like after the last relapse, you feel kind of like, you feel drained, you feel like brain fog, you can't even think straight, you can't look at people in the eyes, all these things, guys, because uh, not only did you release your energy, but you're like corrupting your mind and your soul when you're like watching, the hub. Um, so like when you're watching that, guys, you're basically gathering up all the energy within you, um, because your body thinks that it's like you're tricking your mind. Your body thinks that you're about to, procreate, so it's gathering up all these nutrients, all this energy, because to for like because it thinks your body thinks that you're about to like have a baby or make a baby. So when you're PMOing, guys, and so you're gathering up all that energy, all those nutrients, so you're gonna feel drained afterwards, guys, and you'll lose all the benefits that you get from retaining. And it takes like I said, like a week or two before you actually start feeling grounded, and then maybe like a month before you start actually seeing like noticeable benefits, where you can actually make eye contact with people, and you just feel like you're on a higher vibration. So, and the difference between that versus releasing unintentionally in your dreams is that it was unintentional. So not only that, guys, you weren't bombarding your mind with the hub, so you're not gonna be psychologically damaging like your mind and like polluting your soul with that. And then not only that, guys, since you weren't aware of it, you don't lose as much energy through like a release like at night than you would than being awake, because like I said, when you're conscious and you're awake, you're gathering up all that energy, all those nutrients. But versus like when you accidentally release like in your sleep, it's unintentional. So you're not gonna really be losing all those nutrients and all that energy, but you still do lose a little bit of energy, guys. And like how I compared it to when you release to the hub, it takes you like a long time to bounce back, guys. It takes like literally like a week before you start feeling okay, and then 2 weeks you start feeling better, and then a month you start seeing the benefits. But when it comes to like the wet dreams, guys, what I noticed, since it happened like 2 days ago, uh I still feel good and stuff. I don't feel as like vibrant as I was, but at the same time, um, it already feels like I'm bouncing back already. So I feel like when it comes to like the wet dreams, it takes like maybe like a day or two um, to start feeling like that high energy again. Um, Versus like the PMO where it takes like literally a week or more. Because you have to understand something, guys. If you've been retaining your energy and you accidentally have like a release, um, don't think that you lost all your benefits, because it doesn't work that way. Like, you're cultivating up all this life force energy within you. So say that you've been retaining for like 2 months or whatever. Um, you're not going to lose like the 2 months worth of energy. It's just going to go down like a little bit, but then within a couple of days, it'll start going back up. Versus like, the hub, if you relapse to that, is going to take like way longer. You're going to feel way more drained. So yeah, guys, like, just kind of like keep that in mind. And when it comes to like those dreams, right? Keep in mind that like your subconscious plays a big role in this. So my advice to you guys is, don't really use your phone like towards the end of the night, because you never know what like. Well, it's not really good to use any technology before you go to sleep, because it interrupts your sleep cycle. But at the same time, guys, like, if you're scrolling on Instagram or anything like on your phone, or you're just watching on YouTube or watching a movie or whatever, and you see like something lustful, even if it's like not even anything, it could kind of trigger it. Because like, if you think about it, like when people watch like scary movies at night, sometimes they have a dream of that movie or something scary, is because they literally like watch something right before going to sleep. So it's the same thing with like with those things, is try to avoid technology before going to sleep, just so like, like your mind won't be triggered into having those dreams with those succubuses in it. And because it's trippy, guys, like, it literally feels like so real. Like, it's because I've heard there's two different types of nocturnal releases, emissions, whatever you want to call it, guys. There's a lot of names for it. Some people have said that it's just like happens. They don't even remember, like, they don't even have a dream about it. But guys, if you having like a sexual dream before that relapse, or before that release, then it was most likely a freaking a succubus. Just, how do you say, that sniped you in your dream. She just saw you, and then she just wanted to take that energy real quick. But it's not the same as actually relapsing, guys. So just keep that in mind. uh it sucks, but at the same time, it's like, just keep it pushing, just keep going. And another thing that I recommend, guys, is like, so that muscle that you use to, like, when you stop peeing, look up Kegel, I don't know how you'd pronounce it, Kegel or Kegel exercises to actually strengthen that muscle. Because like I said, guys, when I was in the dream, I felt like I was like contracting, like, I wasn't trying to bust. Like, literally, I kind of became semi-conscious in the dream, but then like it was like too late. uh so guys, like, another thing that helps is like actually working out that muscle, strengthening it, so you actually have more control, like, in your dream. When you do have like those types of dreams, right? You actually be able to control it more. Because like I said, guys, I've had like a lot of those sexual dreams before, where it feels like I'm about to release, but I always like hold it in, and I wake up, because I'm like, it's weird, guys. It's like when you're asleep, obviously you're not conscious, but at the same time, it's like you kind of are. It's like you kind of start lucid dreaming in a way. You kind of start to lucid dream, and you're able to control your dreams a lot more. Especially like if you're at a higher vibration, and your spirit is strong and your mind is stronger, you could actually start controlling your dreams, guys. So that's why like these succubus, lustful spirits won't be able to take your energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about, working out physically, on the 3D realm, but at the same time, for the spiritual realm, is like you're strengthening your mind and your spirit. So you'll be able to, like, because like I said, I mentioned in the previous, in a video before, is that I literally had like this sexual dream one time, guys, where this succubus, she like looked back and then she was like, I think she was like grinding on me or she was trying to do something. And she was like, "Come already." And I was like, "Nah." And I walked away, guys. And I just started riding my bike like this, like in the sunset. And then the dream became more positive after that, guys. I feel like we could actually control our dreams more, but you just have to, be clear of your mind whenever you go to sleep. Be mindful of your thoughts before going to sleep. Meditate a little, breathe, pray. Do these things, guys. Don't really be on your phone looking at things like during the night, because all those things have to do with it, guys. And yeah, so just keep it pushing, guys. Maintain your frame, retain gang. Sheesh. All right, guys. So like you guys see, like I still feel good, guys. Like I'm just chilling. I'm still retaining because it wasn't conscious. I never went on the hub. I never did that fapping bullshit. It was just one of those, the succubus sniped me in my dream. But now I'm bouncing back and I feel good, getting some sun, drinking some water. And yeah, guys, like another thing, guys, that I noticed is like with your energy, like how I said that I was feeling like a lion and I was like, I could talk to anybody. Like today I felt like, like a wolf, like, where I wasn't timid, but at the same time, I was still able to talk to people, but it wasn't the same as like when you're like just retaining your energy, uh, and not having like those night releases. So that's only happened to me like once out of all these years, guys. So it's really trippy. But I've also heard that it's like your body like releasing like all these old cells, or I don't know, guys. Go watch that video by Dante. He talks about it. He breaks it down pretty cool. So there's a lot of different ways of seeing this. So you're better off having like a wet dream and just keep it pushing than to actually, relapse to the hub, which is going to pollute your mind, corrupt your soul, make you feel like shit physically, mentally, spiritually. So even if you guys have these uh, wet dreams sometimes, just keep it pushing, because it's not actually like a full blown release where you're just like, you know. So yeah, guys, just keep holding on to your energy. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Um, and yeah, guys, let's keep it pushing. Go outside, get some sun, enjoy the day. And I think with that, guys, with that being said, I'm gonna end the video. So yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.